Good afternoon, shit weasels abroad. How we doing? Hope everybody has been well as I continue this independent conquest for super esoteric and niche market discoveries. So I got another thing, another oddity that I think people might be interested in. This is something that on Twitter I've been referring to as the basket, which anyone who kind of has followed like other theories relating to what's going on with GameStop and AMC and KOSS and BlackBerry and all that, they're familiar with, but for the majority, I don't think people are. And what I started doing was taking all these different stocks that had ran back in January and created like a miniature ETF out of them. So in TradingView, what you can do, I do have a link in the description if anyone's interested. Your boy gets a little kickback. If you don't want to, I'll go fuck myself, and you can just go to tradingview.com and take my dignity with you. And when you go to enter in a particular stock, like you'll search for GameStop or for SPY or whatever, you can actually do arithmetic with price levels of each security. So you can create what I call aggregates. So if you take GME plus AMC plus KOSS plus BlackBerry plus Bed Bath & Beyond plus Nokia, and then divide it by 6, or no, that's 7, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that is 6. Divided by 6, you get something that looks like this. So this is all of the price levels of the 6 aforementioned equities divided by 6, and you get this composite view, this aggregate of what is going on. And then I threw that on with the sniper, which again is also on TradingView. And you get a really interesting picture as to what the price levels are doing. So instead of looking at one thing individually, you're looking at all of these combined. And if the theories about whatever happened in January having to do with a bunch of stock being naked short sold and some rogue liquidity provider was taking on all of the orders, I don't know. This still bears that theory some credence, and it appears to be working because you can go down to the intraday level. So this is the 1 minute, and anytime you start to see this move, you will see all of the underlying that we've added to this move with it. It seems like there's this rotating stress in capital. My take is that, and one more thing, just the sniper doing sniper things, as you can see. Incredible. So to me, like my takeaway is that back during COVID, there was an excess amount of not only selling of those who were long, but also short selling by those who were trying to profit on the chaos. And I think a bunch of liquidity providers, whether that's market makers or other custodial agents or organizations, went balls to the wall amongst all of the other funds and anyone who was trying to outperform the rest of the market had just sold a lot more than existed of these small to mid cap brick and mortar businesses that at the time seemed to have been dying businesses. And so it seems like there is a constant hole that they are being dug out of. And the way that all of these assets have been tied up together, or at least on the books, produces some movement that is highly correlated. And I think on a monthly, weekly, and daily basis, there are particular underlying equity that are trying to be dug out of that if they haven't been already. So in English, a lot of these stocks that we saw in January were just sold naked. I don't think willingly by the majority of those responsible, because it was everybody just piling up to sell and to short sell. But I think that those who provided that liquidity, be it market makers or custodial agents or over the counter, I don't know. It seems to be that there is still some work to do as far as getting that off the books, cleaning it up, and trying to not see your business go down with it. So the technical takeaways is that this is like the SPY of meme stocks. So if you see this start to run, of course, one of the stocks within this are going to run because that's where you're seeing that run from on this chart. But you will also see all of the other stocks that are a part of this run with it. Sorry for looking up. I've got all of the charts that I'm following today up here on this monitor. So yeah, no, it's really fucking interesting. I'll copy and paste this in the description just so people can get to it easier. It's really fascinating. Just going to like the daily on the sniper as well. You can see a much clearer picture of what seems to be happening. I mean, just all of these moves seem to be a lot more precise. Whereas if you look at all of these individual stocks at an individual level, it can kind of produce noise because one of them has more weight than another. But I think that if the community or those who have some interest in this can band together and try to isolate what the allocation is that day of percentage moved, and see if there's some rotating basis of which stocks are being covered more aggressively, or if there is a particular schedule set up for each stock, and then maybe some of them overlap. I don't know. Either way, though, it's very fascinating, and I've had enough time to kind of verify it, dig through it, that I can share it. And if you go back to look at the January run of 21, it's like it's perfect. It's a perfect triple cluster, jumps up, comes down, bounces through accumulation, does the same thing, and just keeps going. And the moment that this was tested and got rejected, everything's been in accumulation since, and so now you have kind of like a repeat starting to show up. So yeah, that's it for now. Your boy will make a video about his shill update. Shill update? I don't know. But hope you all have been well. Daddy will be back again for the 24th time in the past year. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. Suck my cack and balls and stay black.